Hi, how you doing? It's Jeff Sinker from Skype Lessons online.com, and I'm going to do a little ditty about Jack and Diane. Meaning to say that all the way through the start of learning to play this song. What a classic track this is, Jack and Diane, by, in them days it was John Cougar Mellencamp. Now, I remember when I first heard this as a teenager, just really kind of discovering music. And when I heard that, it just blew me away. Just how cool. I just always wanted to be on a stage when I was younger and just blast into that chord progression. It is so good. I used to get the hairs on the back of my head whenever I heard it. Now, I don't know if it means the same to you, but as a teenager, that really was an anthem. I always, when I listen to it, you've got that great clapping session in the later on, and you've got that drum there that, to me, I always thought that's what Phil Collins must have been looking for when he did In the Air Tonight, was just get them drums, just fabulous track. And hopefully you've got the same enthusiasm to learn this song. Now, I'm going to play through all the different parts on this, and of course, I'm not going to do the clapping bit in the middle. That's all down to yourself. But let's get in and let's learn how to play Jack and Diane by John Cougar Mellencamp. So don't go away.
Preview.
So the song starts off with this powerhouse, and there's this great chord progression here. Now, so let me just go through this chord progression and then I will break it down. Okay, what are we doing now? I'm just going to put it onto a clean sound. Now, this song uses inversions through the chords, and if you'd seen the previous lesson I'd done this week, which was Heat of the Moment by Asia, you'll hear me talking about inversions again, which is related to a kind of educational lesson that I did on basic inversions for chords, pretty much based around the Chord system for you. And we've got an A there, which is the standard. Instead of playing it like an A here, we're just playing the middle three strings. So I'm just playing a 7 on the D, 6 on the G, and 5 on the B. And then we move down to an E chord. Now, if I say people do the D, they go down there. It just doesn't sound right. So he's using this first inversion of an E chord. So we're taking the 6 on the D, taking the 4 on the G, and I'm taking 5 on the B. So that is your second chord, and we are just going to go back from that. So we get this A, E, back to the E again, and then we move down 2 frets to the D. Same shape, and I'm just playing 4 on the D, I'm playing 2 on the G, and 3 on the B. And then we get an open string D note, then back. So, quite easy to play. Now, if you are a fan of Ozzy Osbourne, you'll recognize these chords. They're the exact same chords for Crazy Train. Exactly the same chords. So if you have learned how to play Crazy Train, you're going to find this one quite easy. And let's spin it the other way. If you haven't played Crazy Train before, playing Jack and Diane, you've got the chords for that opening section of the verse. So just wanted to point that out for you. Now, next stage, he goes into the clean section. Now, on the album, he uses an acoustic guitar for this, but because I want the continuity here as I'm doing the lesson, I have got a clean sound on the guitar, just using the acoustic sound. I'm going to be using the same chords, but we're just going to be dropping our finger in occasion. Our little finger is going to do a little bit of work just to give it a little bit of a melody line to this. Now, also in the recording, there is a second guitar. You've got the main guitar, but there is a second guitar using D-shaped chords. So if we think of a D, a normal standard beginner chord D, what we are playing here, I've got a D. When we go to the A, you're going to be up here taking this D shape all the way up, so your third finger is on 10th fret. So we can use that D there. And for the E, we are on 5th fret with this third finger. So we're going to go. So he's got that in the background. I'm playing a little bit better than what I just did there. Let me do that one again. So he's got that in the background, but the guitar we're focusing on is playing the same chords as we did in that intro. So I've got my A. Now what I'm doing, I'm just dropping in my little finger on 7th fret on the G. Then I go down to that D. And then again I could drop that in here on 6th fret on the G. So as I'm playing over that E, I'm dropping in that, so we get this sus chord. So we've got an A, go into an A sus, and we got a sus going on there. To the A. And that is the way he's playing through the verse section. Going into the chorus section, he's taking the same chords, but he's now working the other direction because we finished on the A. Now, I'm going to play through how he's doing this, then I'll just break it down for you. And what I'm doing now, I'm playing an A, but I'm just going to be using the flat bar. And then I'm bringing these two fingers down to play this D, but with this flat bar. Now, I am sure you've played this method before. There are so many songs using this idea. Obviously, All Right Now by Free. There's just so many. Backwards and forwards between the A, D, A, D. So I'm playing this. So I do A, D, A. Then I'm going to slide from the D up to the E. Back to the D. Little finger down again. Back to that A chord again. So that is the pre-chorus, and of course then we go back to the grade. And then into chorus. So what we've covered so far is pretty much the song. You have got your opening distorted overdriven section, then you've got your moving through A, E, D, E, D, D, E, and then the chorus. That section there. There is only one other little section which is to the end, because you've got the big clapping section and the big sing-along section. And then it goes back into the guitar, or distorted guitar section, but he plays it slightly different then the opening bit. So let me just play that through for you. Okay, same chords, but this time we're doing the A, 2 on the E, so it's A, D, sorry, A, E, E, A, E, E, D, to the D. Okay, I had to say that as quickly as I'm playing it. And it's a little kind of on that part there. You can do that at the beginning bit, it just doesn't come as clearly through it until he does it at the end to get that variation. So we got that. So that is the outro section. Of course, if you do go back to the video, that's when he's doing the punch on the end of that video piece. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed learning how to play this little ditty by Jack and Diane. Great song. Really enjoyed putting this one together and playing that great intro yet again. Well, I'm going to let you go. I will include the tablature, which you'll find on the download link. It takes you to my other website, and you'll be able to just follow it through and use the backing track to give you that drums as well through the teller line you will need. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed learning how to play Jack and Diane as much as I've enjoyed putting this lesson together. It really has taken me back to my youth. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I will include a PDF with all the tabs, so you can do that. What I'm considering is to put together a little backing track for you as well, so you can play along and get that beat playing through. I'll see if I can get something that does it justice to include that on the website. Well, I'm going to let you go now, and I'm going to let you learn how to play this song and just enjoy yourself through that. So until the next time, this is Jeff Sinker from Skype Lessons Online, wishing you well. Thanks for your company, and I'll see you again soon. Till then.